Practice slowly. Yeah, don't practice fast. Practice slowly and correctly.
Você está correndo, né?
And there's no form, no
Não tem
feeling of the
forma,
movement.
não tem nada.
No connection with your partner.
Não tem conexão com o seu parceiro.
Slowly, you're practicing.
Devagar, nós estamos
Not
praticando.
fast.
Não é para fazer rápido.
Speed will take care of itself.
Okay? Take your time.
Tornar-se faz o seu
One.
tempo.
2.
2.
Good form, good finish, good start.
Ele falou,
Good
boa
connection.
forma, boa finalização, bom começo.
Okay? Otherwise, you practicing like that, and then you're not learning anything at the end of the day.
Ele falou, se você ficar praticando desse jeito, apressado, mas você não aprende nada.
You're trying to get better, not repeat what you did the last day. You're trying to make the movement better.
Você tem que tentar fazer um movimento melhor, não mais rápido.
Only way to do that is to study the movement when you're practicing, not just practice blindly.
A única forma de fazer isso é você estudar o movimento enquanto você pratica.
done this before, I know
Não
how to
fazer
do it.
certo. Ele falou,
There's none of that. There's never, no, I've done this before, I know how to do it.
ele falou, não é nunca assim, eu já fiz isso antes e sei como fazer.
Well, that's just habit. That's just people's nature. It's like, oh, I've seen that before. And they just go, well, because we do it like, they just go back to the same thing they were doing before and not really paying attention when they're looking at something in front of them.
Yeah, every time you start the movement, that's a new time.
Ele falou, cada vez que você começa o movimento é um novo tempo, uma nova oportunidade.
Okay? Every time you break contact with me, we're starting from the beginning again.
Cada vez que a gente termina o contato, a gente começa do início.
So each time I have to perform the technique. I
Cada
have to
vez
do
eu
it.
tenho
I have
que
to think
performar a
about it and
técnica,
feel it.
aprender.
Okay?
You know, you look at it and see it and go, okay, you know, the teacher's doing this, he's doing that. He's specific with that, with the feet. When you go back, try to be specific also when you're practicing, that you're, all those ingredients that were shown, that you're trying to apply them, or that you're seeing it.
So, contact.
Contato.
1,
2, 2.
finish. Now I repeat it again.
Agora vou repetir.
From the beginning.
Do início.
1, 2.
2.
So each time you do it, it's new.
Cada vez que você faz é novo.
Okay? So I'm just trying to, especially black belts,
Especialmente
it's to
os
practice
faixas
with
pretas.
purpose. So each time you come, you're trying to
Você tem que
improve what you're doing.
Você tem que entender o seu propósito, melhorar o que você está fazendo.
Okay?
You know, you're just aware and attentive to everything that you're doing, that you're not just moving blindly and not really trying to understand what you're doing or how you should be feeling or what you're feeling.
If you practice for a year and then you've done something and you go for another year, it should not be the same as when you started that year. It should improve.
Ele falou,
It should
você
be
quando
better.
começa uma técnica nesse nível,
It might look the
você
same,
tem que
but the feeling and the composure and your balance and your connection should improve.
melhorar. O seu equilíbrio, a sua performance tem que melhorar.
If after a year you're just doing the same thing and no improvement, then you're doing something wrong.
Se você está aqui e não está tendo melhoria, você está fazendo alguma coisa errada.
Yeah? You're not paying attention to yourself or the technique or your partner or the practice.
Você não está prestando atenção para você mesmo, para o seu parceiro, para a prática ou para a técnica.
That's how we learn.
É assim que a gente aprende.
So pay attention.
Assim, presta atenção.
Okay?
Beginners, they don't know. So a beginner should just practice. Copy, you know. You do it slow so they can see where you're stepping, where you're turning, and get them to mimic that movement. And once it starts to be more of a language for them, you know, they move easier with it, then you can start to explain the functions of those things. And hopefully they'll put them together and go, oh yeah, right, I'm going up and down, oh yeah, I'm turning here, and put those things together. But at first, questions can be a hindrance to your practice. So sometimes it's best to just practice and be attentive. And then at the end of it, think about it and go, okay, how did all that feel? It felt good today, it felt strong, I felt like I was moving. So these are good positive things that could be to tell you that you're doing okay. And then sometimes, man, I felt stiff doing that, or I was uncomfortable turning there. I kept losing my balance at this point. That's being attentive. Then you can go back and ask questions and say, Sensei, how do I fix this? How do I fix that? How do I fix that? Because you know where it is and you can show me. So I can go, oh, you're doing this, do that. But if you ask a question without really understanding why, it's hard to answer it. You know, if you know why you're asking it, then when I answer it, you'll understand the answer, that kind of thing. If you want to get better at something, you practice it. You know, if you don't do it, then you won't learn it. Talking about it doesn't fix it. You know, you can talk to somebody and explain something to them, and they comprehend it, but it doesn't mean they physically can do it. They have to get on the mat and then practice it, and practice and practice and practice it. And then they themselves will go, oh, now I understand what Sensei was trying to say, or what this person was trying to say, because now them practicing it has answered their own personal question, because they've realized the answer themselves in the practice, in them practicing to figure it out. They've you know, they'll come to their own conclusion. They'll learn in the process of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, for me, Aikido is like it's a road to travel. It's something that's going to be, I hope, is going to be there with me all the time. And so when I go on the mat, I'm always trying to search and push my own understanding of what Aikido is as an art and as for myself. So that process is always there. You know, keep my beginner's mind, keep the mind open to receive and see and to learn, and adapt, you know, and at the same time, you know, appreciate working with people and seeing them improve, and teaching people and watching them improve. That's a big, you know, that's the gift I can see. And I look at the students and I go, oh great, they're getting it, they're improving, you know, that's the feedback. That's, you know, that I like, you know, that I appreciate. That's the means I'm doing the, you know, the right thing, or the best as I can for them to improve. But, you know, for them to improve, I have to improve also, because I want to be able to make everybody grow, you know, everybody get better, you know, not just me, you know. We all are trying to get better or be better. So, but it's training. People must train, you know. Yeah, even I train. I still train. I go, when I'm in my own dojo, in my own space, I pick up my bokken and I practice. I practice the things that I feel that I might be uncomfortable with. But people go, you uncomfortable with things? I'm still, you know, I'm working it. I'm working it out. I'm always working out, trying to make it easier, make it more, you know, improve my sensitivity, you know, my center, you know, my being able to still maintain my relaxed composure, but still have a vigorous, you know, contact or energy when I do technique, you know. So it's a continual journey, and I'm enjoying it. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sensei.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.